Hi guys, welcome to this video about Google Ads where I'm trying to show you in about 5 or 10 minutes how this actually works. I'm not going into all the details, but at least I hope I will give you, I'll be able to give you some insights within about 5 to 10 minutes. How it works, how you should or can you, how you can work with that, and I'm trying to cover as much as possible and give you some tips and tricks. I've spent about 2 hours today with the support about several things, and this is also which I want to cover today. They gave me some insights, and now I thought it's a good moment to share everything with you. So here we are on the site. It's ads.google.com, and they have basically two views. They have the expert view, which I'm in now, and they have a smart view, which you usually start with when you open a new ads account. And then you start with the smart view, but the problem is when you start with a smart view, it's not possible to switch. I mean, actually it's you can switch, but you will lose your data. At least that happened to me, so I recommend to use the expert view from the beginning. So basically this is when you click on Google Ads. Here you have the start menu, and here we have some options. That's always important. Watch what you see, that so it tells you which campaigns you are covering. So actually it has Google Ads. I mean, that's the thing where you put ads worldwide out. You pay money that it's being displayed on Google. Google search and other pages, and people click on that and you pay, you are billed for that. So as an example, I've been Googling for jeans, and there, as you can see, there's a lot of ads. I mean, here is ads everywhere, and even here you see ad. Yeah, I mean, almost 90% of the first page is covered by ads. And if I would click on this, somebody had to pay for that, so I'm not doing that. By the way, I mean, here you can see ads without pictures. Here you can see ads with pictures. And there are also ads with videos. So usually you pay when somebody clicks on something, but sometimes with video ads, the advertiser pays when they show the video, of course. I mean, then nobody has to click on that. That's a different thing. So you have to be careful what you do. So usually with pictures and text, you pay per click. With videos, of course, you pay for view and without click. And we have a structure within this thing that is campaigns, ad groups, and ads. So the the main topics are campaigns. Then below you have ad groups, and then below you have your real ads. The campaigns are either here, or you can click on them and then you have them here. So it's a little bit confusing when you click on all campaigns. They appear here, but they also appear here. It's the same thing. So you have always to be aware what is displayed here and what is displayed here. So when you click on all campaigns and I click on a campaign here, then here it switches to my campaign, and everything which is being displayed on this side is only related to this campaign. That can be a little bit confusing compared to when you click on all campaigns and everything here is mixed, and you have to be careful what it is. So it's better to focus on one campaign, and then you see everything here just related to this campaign, and then you can use these additional items to specify what you want, or dig into get reports and so on. So a good thing is always overview, and same thing here. We have the overview on one campaign, but we can also have the overview on all campaigns. So I go again with the one campaign, and we have, that's actually regarding reports, for me it's usually enough. We have some here we have 4 different things which are displayed, but we have 2 time cost. We can have here a different thing. We can select what we want. We have clicks, impression, CTR, that's click-through rate, and average CPC, that's cost per click. And yeah, but we have more things. We can also, yeah, I hope you can see that in conversions we have additional things. Yeah, we have a lot of things we can choose from. So you can see that, and we choose the report period. You can say last 30 days, last 7 days, last months, last, yeah, whatever. And then you get a nice report and see what happened also regarding keywords, how much the keywords cost you. The keywords are the one really important thing, of course. I mean, these are the things where Google decides which ads they are going to show. So you enter a keyword, and let's say you enter a keyword. Here you can add keywords. By the way, you enter like you want to sell clothes, and then you enter a keyword like jeans. Okay, and then you see how many clicks, how many impressions you had, how many clicks it generated, and so on. And you can set also goals. You can set how much you want to pay for the ads, for the jeans, and so on. So basically you have 2 different things where you can set the amount of money you want to spend. So when we go back to all campaigns, we have here actually, where are we? Yeah, has settings. Yeah, okay. So we go to all campaigns and then settings, and we can see how much you want to spend on each campaign. So that's the whole campaign. But that's not everything. Usually most people they set a budget per day per campaign, but yeah, sometimes this is not enough. Sometimes what happens if you, let's say here we have $3 per day, so how many, the question is how many clicks will you get for that? That's the core thing what you want to know. So let's go back to overview, and we can see when we click on this campaign, we see there was a crazy thing. One day when I turned this ad on, I got 5 clicks for $3. That was really expensive. When I let Google decide how much I want to spend per click, but I can decide. I mean, that's yeah, they recommend to let it up to Google to decide how much they want to spend for each click, because there's like a market where you compete with other advertisers, and the one who is willing to pay the most amount, he or she I mean they get the chance to display the advertisement. If you're a bit too low, then your ad is not being displayed. So it's like on a stock exchange. I mean, if you set the goal, let's say you want to spend $10 per day, so Google decides how much a click will cost, but you can limit that. That's really important. Sometimes when you think Google is spending too much money, then you can go to settings, and you can, yeah, so I was on the wrong thing. I was on the ad group. You have to click on the campaign. The campaign is the one with the green spot here, and here you can see how much you want to spend per day. You can change that easily, And the other important thing is the bidding. So you click on that and you can see how much you're willing to pay per click. So if Google spends $1 per click, maybe that's too much because your business, it does not, your calculation does not work with $1 per click if you are selling t-shirts or something like that. So this is a chance to lower the cost per click. So here in this case, I have been trying with 5 cents. The only thing is it can happen that on the market where you compete with your competitors, that 5 cents won't be enough. So maybe with this 5 cents, my ad won't be displayed the whole day or for a week or for a month or something like that. And if you let Google decide, you can set that Google decides for you, and then then you can if Google decides, you get the clicks, but it's possible that you pay a lot. Okay, that could be the thing. So basically, what's also important that you have additional settings. If you're ever stuck that, or if you ever think that somebody of your competitors is clicking on your ads, then it's a good thing to build something on your website. I mean, your webmaster will be able to do that easily, and so you will see which IP addresses are clicking on your ads. So sometimes that happens when competitors they go to Google search and are looking for your ads, and they click on that and they waste your money. So that's a really bad thing. So you want to actually avoid that if ever possible. I mean, most people wouldn't do that. I mean, it's a really bad thing, but sometimes it happens with bad people, and they click on that, and here's a possibility. You can add their IP addresses. Of course, they could use they could use a VPN, and then it's difficult. But usually that doesn't happen. That's a good thing. And yeah, what we have as well, of course, actually the most important thing is the ads and extensions. When we go here, we select the campaign, go to ads and extensions, and then we see the ads which we have. And if you want to see the ad, especially when you want to see an ad with picture, how it looks, you can click on here on the edit button, and then you can see how it will look after you have added text and pictures. And you can see this is how it looks on the display network, this is how it looks on YouTube, this is how it looks on Gmail, and you have both, you have mobile or desktop view. Of course, this is probably some samples, not all the combinations, but at least you get an idea how it will look. So apart from the keywords, what is also really important, maybe location. So if you have if you are selling something and you're shipping these things, maybe if you're selling from United States and you don't want to make worldwide shipping, then you have to limit to your country. And this is what you can do here, locations, click on that, and you can limit the things to a specific country. So the ads are not displayed then in other countries. That's really important. Otherwise you waste a lot of money, of course. And something which is really important about countries, now you select countries and you think, okay, I'm done, yeah, with countries. No, that's not actually the case. Here in the settings, there is also something about locations, and it's really important that you click on location options as well, and you choose how how it will use the country options. By default, Google selects people in or who show interest in your target location. That's recommended. So let's say some people have shown some interest in American things. So Google would probably display the ad to these people, but it doesn't make any sense because you're not shipping to Africa. So I mean, it's important to select this thing if you target one specific country and you only want really this country. So pick this one instead of the first thing. Of course, you have other limitations. You can say at what time you want to display these things, on which devices you want to display these things, on to which demographics, audience, and so on and so on. That you have really a lot of options to tell Google to whom or to whom you want Google to show your ads to. So this is really good, and you can Google tell how much to spend per day and how much to spend on every click, especially as long as you're not using videos. So one or two really important things to the end now is when you change all these things, don't go the very next hour into this overview and check what happens. Not even the next day, probably. I mean, maybe you can check, but don't change it right away if you're not satisfied with the results. This is really important because first thing, it can take up to 24 or 48 hours till changes which you have made go into effect. I mean, sometimes it really takes long. I mean, I don't think that it's normal that it takes 48 hours. I think usually it happens faster, but it could, in theory, take up to 2 days till your changes are in effect. And there's one more really important thing as well. Google usually tells you it's learning. Here we have this status. That's really important. As long as you see this status eligible learning, I mean eligible, that's also a really important thing, that Google says that your ad is like suitable. I mean, there could be pictures which Google don't like. If you show I don't go into detail, but there are things which Google doesn't want to show to everybody. So especially if you have, I mean, even after adding text to your ad, and especially after adding pictures, it will be checked by a person if this is suitable and not racism and not I don't know, whatever. They will check this and tell you if it's illegal or not. And when it's illegal, then that's good. And so you can actually start with the ad. I mean, by the way, one other thing is here you can pause or enable your campaign. That's also important. If you run out of money or if you're not satisfied, you don't have to delete everything. You can just pause the campaign. And to continue with this thing, it says learning. That's really important to see, as long as it says learning, and this can easily take up to 30 days as a rule of thumb. You shouldn't change anything, because during this time, usually 30 days, Google artificial intelligence tries to optimize your campaign. So it could be that the first couple of days your campaign is running not so good, and you're maybe not satisfied, you're not getting enough clicks. So don't change anything. I mean, if you did a big mistake, I mean, spending $20 instead of $2 per day or something like that, of course you have to correct. But if you're not just satisfied with the amount of impressions or clicks or something like that, but it's in a normal range, just let Google do their job and analyze everything, the market and competitors and your keywords and everything, and let them do their job, and probably it will improve over time. By the way, yeah, what we have, what's really important, we have a toolbox with a lot of things as well, also with billing and payment, account details and so on. Here, if you need help, or you can also click to get a number. Yeah, you click on that, and then your account number is being displayed and the telephone number, and you can call that and they will ask you for your account number, and then you can talk to somebody. So as far as I've been able to see, there's no chat available, but there's a phone number. Usually you will be directed to India, and then you can talk to a rep, and they are always really friendly and try to help you. That works usually really good. My very last thing I think at the moment is the recommendations. So you can click on that and you get some recommendations. Basically, yeah, Google Ads usually tells you if you add, I mean, they make some suggestions which keywords to add to get better results. Or here in my case, what's also a good thing is to finish setting for conversion tracking, because when we go to the overview, there's a conversion or sales tracking, and my conversions, conversion is 0, because you need a tracking on your website. This is something Google can't do. You have to go to Google Analytics or Google, can't remember the name, that's Google, it's called Google Webmaster Tools or something like that. And yeah, it's quite some work to integrate something like that. You get then a piece of code and you have to enter that on your website. If you have a webmaster, that's not so difficult. Probably he or she will know how to do that, to integrate that. And then you will see how many how many sales your clicks have been generating. Especially that's really important if you use more than Google Ads. Maybe you're using as well Bing ads, Facebook ads, there are a lot of other ad providers, and then you want to know which one created the most sales. I have not done this. I will probably do that in the next time. So yeah, I think that's it for now. I hope I was able to help you a little bit, and give you some overview about the possibilities. Of course, it's much bigger. There's much more. It's really just an overview, and if you never used Google Ads, maybe that was a first impression to see what you can do, how you can do that, and what's important, how you can set your cost, total cost per day, total cost per click, which is really important, how to set up your ads. Here you can add an ad with text or pictures. I mean, it's of course, when you start with that, it's not super easy. But I would say after spending a day or so in Google Ads, it will be quite easy. If you have problems with that, there's a phone number which you can call and they will definitely help you. I've been calling it a couple of times last week, and they have always been able to help me. So yeah, that's a good thing. I mean, if you're not able to generate clicks or with any other option than advertisement, I mean, Google Ads is really a good option. I've been using it for years. They have a really good track record, has always been really working good. Of course, I mean, I cannot guarantee that you get always really a lot of clicks with low cost. It's depending on the market, especially like around let's say Black Friday or before Christmas or before Easter or whatever. The price of for the clicks will go up because there's a lot of competitors, and there are times where the cost go down. You will see that, and these are things where Google can't do anything. It's not their fault when price go up for each click. It's just the market, so you can't blame them for that. So yeah, no, it has been really working good for me, and I will definitely continue with them. It's a really good thing. So I hope I was able to help you a little bit with that. If you have any questions or comments, just write to the comment section below, and I'm always happy to talk about these things. And if you liked the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.